All right, so now we're going to create an attribute called instance that's a string attribute on each of the points that is actually the full path to the instance geometry we want on that point. And we're going to use a node we haven't used yet, which is the attribute wrangle. So grab this little cowboy hat guy here, and the attribute wrangle basically allows us to do all the stuff we're doing in the point vops, but do it in code over here. And some of it is a preferential thing, how you like to work, and some things are easier to do in one context or another. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to write an expression that basically, for each of the points, it's going to randomly assign one of the 4 instance geometries based on a modulus of the ID number. So as we remember, let me just close this, we have instance geo 0, 1, 2, 3. So if we use a modulus 4 on the ID attribute, we're going to get a value that's 0, 1, 2, or 3. So if we manually prefix it with everything up to the number, we can then generate that number, concatenate the whole thing to one string, and then that will be the attribute. So let's go into the particle result and follow along, and we'll type this out. So we want to make a string attribute. So we're going to do s at instance equals, and this is going to be sprint f, because we're going to be basically writing a string here. And we're going to start with quote %s %d, because we're going to be taking an existing string and then putting that together with a number. And then we're going to do comma, quote, and now we're going to type out the prefix of the path to the instance geometry. So it's going to be /obj /instance geo underscore quote. So that's everything before the number, and then hit a comma. Okay, and so now we just need to type the bit that's actually going to give us that number, which is just going to be at ID modulo 4, and then close that out and then do a semicolon. Okay, so now what we've done is we've just used this little sprintf expression to generate a string based on this manual prefix and then this automatically generated suffix. So let's click on attribute wrangle. Let's go to our geometry spreadsheet, and let's go find that new attribute we've created. So here we have instance. And now you can see we have obj instance geo 3, 1, 0, 2. Let me actually just sort by those. So you can see that we basically just assigned different points these 4 different paths to instance geometry. And this is great because then this under the hood will point in the renderer to what geometry should go onto that point, and it can really help with this incredible efficiency of instancing geometry at render time. So I'm going to close that up, go back to my scene view. I'm going to change this to create instance. All right, awesome. So we've used a bunch of different kinds of nodes to generate attributes in different ways, and now we've put the instance attribute onto our points.